Hello, everybody, and welcome. What I've done here is I've combined some carrier battles along with at the end. I have one that I did from Warship Wednesday that I had done a while back, and because it was a somewhat shorter one, I decided to put it in with my carrier fleet tiers. And well, one of the ones we did this Sunday, was our Ranger. We took it out. And the first part, a little bit, there's some parts I cut and, well, I edited and sped it up a little bit, and areas where it takes a while to transit a long period of time out at sea with nothing going on. So I speed that up a little bit, and then I slow it down when we start getting into action. That way, I need to fit in the clip at under 15 minutes, because that way I can post it on YouTube without having to go and do premium thing like that, which allows you a little bit longer clips. But and I figure under 15 is a long enough clip anyway, so it's a good benchmark. And when I'm doing these here, putting them together and watching my carriers and review and stuff, I have the kind of blueprint setup. It's kind of like, okay, I put another clip together, I bring up my carrier clip to edit with, and that shows me where my time marks are at, so that I know when, if it's too long, then it'll be hard for me to post it. Plus, it takes a lot more for memory and all that other stuff too, so that's why I keep it under 15 minutes. And, well, like I said, right now we're doing the Ranger, and I'm doing my normal, what I do is I go out and look around and try and point out to the team where everything's at, so we can see on the map what we're up against, which helps a little bit. I've seen it too, where there are certain areas that once we found out that's where they're pushing into, we were able to readjust and be able to, and so, and here's the other tactic I do is, like, once I push through, I've only got 3 aircraft left of this flight, and so I go looking for the carrier, so we know where their carrier is. So if we can, or if we want to, if we got time, or, and there's even those that like hunting carriers, and if they know where it is, then they can go for it. They don't have to sit there and search for it, make themselves vulnerable, that kind of thing. And so it's my way of saying, hey team, here's the other carrier, because I can do some damage to it, but I'm not going to do much to it, and it's going to wipe out my flight, because carriers have fantastic AA, and they'll devastate a flight. So it's like a calculated risk going in. Right now I'm heading out with my torps. I like to use the torps on the bigger ships, like the cruisers and the battleships, because you can do a lot of damage. Um, but then again, once again, battleships, cruisers, they have, and especially if someone's up their AA when they're upgrading their ships, sometimes it gets overlooked. And then, but I've been upgrading my AA on a lot of my ships, and I'm shooting down their aircraft, so it does help a little bit, and it does eliminate them doing damage to you, because they got to get through your AA first before they. And then, if for those that know a little bit about you can see the planes coming in, you can readjust your position, that way throw them off, and it's hard for them to get a beat on you. And that's kind of part of the learning to duck and dodge these aircraft coming in. Um, for a long time there, I didn't even realize they were attacking me, and I was taking damage and going, what the heck? And then I noticed, now I know the little icons. And being a carrier driver myself, I can kind of understand, like, you're going in and you're going to drop your torps, and all of a sudden it changes direction. It's like, oh no. Um, that's like destroyers. Destroyers are hard to go after with aircraft, because they are so quick and fast. Because if you line up on them and they see you lining up, then they'll come back and then they'll move, and you just wasted torps or bombs, and it's hard to hit them. You can, with practice and time, and those that have a good eye and good reflexes, you can know where that destroyer is going to be, kind of prejudge it, have the bomb or the torpedo be there when uh, the destroyer gets there, and that's one way of working it. You learn to lead them so that they're driving. Well, like for instance, if I drop a bomb, if I drop it too soon, it'll hit before them. But if I wait too long in my sights and I see it, it might be too long because by the time my bomb hits, they're already gone out of sight. So there's that little, you got, it's timing. Ooh, they took them out. Man, that destroyer was close. Um, Once again, I'm risking the carrier again. But where I'm going though, I'm going um, towards my team there. See, I'm trying to put them between me and the enemy. Um, yeah, we sure do. Go get that. But that's what this is. This is from Sunday, Carrier Sunday. It's been a while since I put something out from World of Warships. I've been doing other things. I've been working in the studio. Weather's been nice, so I'm doing stuff outside. Oh, did you see that? I didn't notice that before. I dropped them bombs right after the. Because I'm not sure if our torpedoes will do damage to our own allies, our own teammates. Um, I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna. I know if on the PC, if you shoot them with your guns, friendly fire, you get warning, and if you do it again, and then there's some point where you can get kicked from the game. Um, I'm not sure about PlayStation or console. I don't remember too many times I've hit my own teammates, and then the game lets you know. But I think at the end I'm not sure. The friendly fire's turned off on console or not. So I'm not gonna try it. I don't. I don't like doing damage to my own teammates. It's just like I have in the past, and it was kind of like there's a big group of different ships all in there. I thought I was hitting them, and I accidentally hit one of my own. Then that little message popped up saying, You can't do that anymore. You do it one more time, and we're gonna smack your fingers, Captain." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are. See now, and this is what I was talking about, trying to help out. See, they're trying to capture C, and we're trying to go in, and we're trying. So if I go over with my aircraft, because I'm not going to do singular damage. Depending upon what I'm using, torps, you can take something out with that. Bombs is kind of like you start the fires and you do the damage, and unless there's not much left, it's hard to sink them. See right there, they sunk them for. But that's all right though. We made our run, okay, and that's it though. That they gotta concentrate on you too. I mean, that's part of it. You know, is like taking their concentration and working as a team where everything was concentrating their fire. Why not concentrate the aircraft too in that same area? There, we put 2 torps in there, started flooding. We incapacitated this here ship. You notice I didn't say he or she. The thing with that though is ships, big beautiful ships, are always referred to as, we'll bring her home or she'll bring us home. The respect of the vehicle with the operators operating it, and you become, there's a connection that becomes a part of. Hello, everybody. Hello. Now here is that next clip. I'm gonna quiet and let this one go. Going on. I'm trying out a couple. Like I said, I've been working on find out which ones have better reload times for your torpses, because that can really come in handy when you get in a tight situation. You need them torps loaded up to take out the big ships. But that takes time. That's practice. I'm working on it. This, like I said, this is my little Japanese destroyer, Tier 4. So you're going up against stronger and heavier and supposedly more experienced and stuff like that. So it gets a little harder as you go up in the tiers. And it's like the first couple of tiers, just basically slugfest. Get in there and fight, and hopefully you get the better end of the. You learn targeting and stuff like that. But when you get up into higher tiers and you start getting into torpedoes and you're getting into different HE as opposed to AP, it took me a long time to figure out what the heck AP and HE was all about. HE starts fires, so if you got a ship that's damaged and they've used their repair kits, if you set fires, it'll start taking their damage down, and they can't repair it right away because they've already used it. So it's kind of one of those things. And here, this is what I was talking about with the smoke. This is I'm starting to learn this better too. Is like, see, I set my smoke. We got all this enemy here, but instead of sailing out at the same time too. Whoops! I just bumped my camera. At the same time, that battleship of ours is in the smoke as well, so that helps him a little bit. Obscure, makes it harder to target, basically. And then I saw this little DD, so I said, well, see how close he's getting to my battleship. It's time to take him on. So there we go. We destroyed that little destroyer. Um, Now we're going to go after some of these bigger boats. My little destroyer setting out on a mission. This is what torpedoes can do if you hit them right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like a Japanese, there's 4 torps that come out. With some of the American ones, you only get 1 or 2. So, like I said, it all depends on what you're going after. That was a devastating strike there, and that's what destroyers can do. That's why they're dangerous to battleships and cruisers. So when I'm in a cruiser, that's what I do focus on, is taking those guys out, taking those destroyers out. Gotta stop saying his and hers. Um, Taking the destroyers out, because that way, that makes it a little safer for your battleships. I point like this one here. I can't really see where. See, his guns are pointed at me, so I'm trying to get onto the other side. And this is where I was talking about reload time. This would be nice with some of them that got real great load times. I could have my torps back up again, and I could be sending torps on that battleship. Right now, I just gotta, and that comes with time too. As you progress, as your ship gets better, there's different things you can add. Your torp reload times and stuff can be benefited by your commander if he's got that skill. So there's different things you can do. See, that's what torps can do. But see, look at the damage I'm taking. I already puffed my smoke, so I didn't have the smoke to conceal myself. And I'm taking a lot of damage right here. I'm calling out. The thing I like about this here match, though, it's not so much the winning and the losing, because I'm down to. But see my carrier? I noticed my carrier over here, and I've noticed that this big boat here was going after it. So I'm trying to help my carrier out. I could have fled, I could have ran, but take me on first, leave the carrier alone. Get out of here, carrier, go. But you got to respect the carrier. He's in there fighting. He's not hiding in the back. There, he did it again. This carrier commander is not sitting in the back, getting into the fight. Got to respect that. Oh, there I go. And like I said, I was trying to get in. I wanted to get another torp into him. But watch our carrier. You gotta respect it. He tried. I tried that. Look at that. Get it. Oh, just not enough. That battleship has a lot of armor, hard to take it down. But look at the damage we did to it. The combination between me and that carrier and others. That's a tough battleship. It's strong. It's hard. It's a lot of armor. Like I said, it was just the 2 of us, because the rest of the team's way over. If you notice the little mini map, they're going after the other carrier. You can see it way off in the distance there.
All right, everybody, we cut and pasted our way to 14:53 seconds, and we need a script clip, please, Mr. Voiceover.
All right, that's a good
Script
clip,
cut, print, and post. Put it in the cannon on the shelf from ELE Studio and Sons. Fill that in OelGrez. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. And we did get it under 14:53. Good job, everybody.